Good morning. Welcome to Friday's Early Morning Intuitive Guidance. I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum, here with some words of wisdom to start your day off well. And I'm laughing because I slept with the window open a crack last night. My dad still has the heat set on 72. My sister and I are melting. We have our next Rummage-O-Rama today. So if you're in the Appleton area, pop on over. If you look in the marketplace ads on Facebook, you'll find us. I've got it posted on my personal page. Good morning, Nancy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad you are here. So I was just saying we have our rummage sale starting again today. Good morning, Carolyn. Welcome. But I had the window open a crack trying to cool myself off. And now my eyes are itchy. My nose is running. It's like, yep, allergy season is here. So yeah, if I sound a little stuffy this morning, that's the deal. That is the deal. So we have a cool card today, and I actually want to combine it with some of the breathwork meditation that I did last night for the Episcopal Diocese of Northern Michigan. Every Thursday we do a Zoom call, and anybody who wants to be on there may be on there. And so last night we did a little thing by Ilia Delio, and so some of the lines in there I think are relevant to what we're going to talk about today. Good morning, Abigail. Glad you are here. Let us start with some nice deep breaths and a little tapping. In through the nose, out through the mouth, letting it flow. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And my nose starts running. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Yep. So just breathing and tapping, grounding through your feet, bringing yourself into the right here, the right now, this moment. Good morning, Joe Neal. Welcome. Glad you are here. Everybody rolling in. So I'm just looking at the inside of the card deck. So here's the top of the box, which I always like the top of this box. Sacred Forest deck by Denise Lynn. But on the inside, there's a little saying as well, and it says, enter a secret dimension to discover the truth of your soul. Love that. Love that, love that. So, hang on a minute. Hold, please. Find the Kleenex here. Yeah, allergy season. And right about now is when we overwhelm my Zyrtec. Good morning, Barb. Glad you're here. Excuse me. Yeah. So, we'll get the Zyrtec on board and it'll settle down a bit. So, Sacred Forest deck. And our card, for those of you who have the card deck, lovely card. Card number 21, Guardians of the Land. Guardians of the Land. Beautiful card. Love that. And love the big tree in the front. So, the word that goes along with that is protection. Protection. So, a breath. Guardians of the Land. Protection. You are safe. These words seem to emerge from the land and radiate from the trees to echo in your soul. You hear these words again and again. The sacred guardians of the land are whispering to you, you are safe, you are safe, you are safe. You know that you are protected and cared for. You can feel tendrils of their loving energy wrap around you and embrace you. Their unleashed power cocoons you in safety. Good morning, Beth. Welcome, welcome. Cocoons you in safety. Doesn't that feel good? Just enjoy that. Breath. Good morning to anybody whose name didn't roll or I missed you. Glad you're all here today. And again, the mere fact that you're here lets us know that this is a message you need to receive. You are enough, just as you are. No matter what has happened or occurred in the past, the truth is that you are absolutely and unconditionally enough as you are. You are loved you are cherished. Do not be concerned about outside forces. Let's hear that again. Do not be concerned about outside forces and the judgments and expectations of others. You are protected in your own energy field. And regardless of whether something can wound your physical being, there's a part of you that's always protected. Good morning, Mel. Happy Friday to you too. And when you operate from that place of there's a part of me that is eternal and always protected, you're invincible. You're absolutely invincible. Yes, we are all enough. We are all enough. Again, humanly flawed, but divinely perfect. And operate from that divinely perfect perspective. Even Jesus made mistakes as a human being, right? Divine entity. But in a human form, we make mistakes. We screw stuff up. We learn. That's what the earth walk is supposed to be about, right? We are not perfect beings. This card can appear when you need to take steps to protect your energy. Anybody doom scrolling out there? Not a good idea. While the guardians of the land will help out, you must be responsible for your own well-being. So, in other words, practice protection hygiene. What are you doing to see yourself as enough? What are you doing to protect your precious positive energy? What are you doing to fill your tank rather than allowing it to be depleted by things, right? Envision a protective shield around yourself and around your home. Spend time with people and in situations that uplift your energy rather than draining it. Good morning, good morning. You're back home. Awesome. Hello, Gwen. Glad you're there. No, wait, you live downstate. So you must be visiting the UP. Where are you in the UP? Because we've got a bunch of our Upers on here. A bunch of our Upers. So, the spirit of the guardians of the land says, you are safe and surrounded by protective shield. You are not alone. Your life is guided and protected by higher forces. Within this, you can soar to great heights. So this other little piece that I'm going to read to you, and I just thought there's some languaging in this other little piece from last night, the breathwork meditation that I do once a week for the Episcopal Diocese of Northern Michigan. Crystal Falls. Awesome, awesome. That's where Mel is. That's where Mel is. So, yeah, got all our Upers. Beth is up there. Yes. So, the words in this, I want you to hear them through an interesting lens. Through a lens of the card that I just read, through a lens of what's going on in our country and in our world, and through a lens of a new pope having just been selected. Yeah, there's quite a few of you from Crystal Falls. Absolutely. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so this particular breathwork meditation, so you can just start breathing deeply and easily. And Barb lives in Channing. Fabulous. Yes. Love the U. Actually, I'm hoping to do a little discernment visit there. I don't know when. Coming up soon. Just some days to myself in quiet and stillness. Go into some of the places that bring me peace. Kitchitikipi is one of them. Lake Superior is another. Lake Michigan. And think about that. A place where in one day you can actually be on 2 Great Lakes. 2 of them. Yeah. Amazing. Best kept secret. Hopefully nobody finds out how awesome the UP is. Anywho, this little breath work is entitled Act as If You Were Free. Good morning, Angie. Welcome. Glad you are here. Act as If You Were Free by Ilia Delio. It's Iliadelio, in case you want to look her up. But she's talking about resurrection. And let's just go through it. Close your eyes if you can, not if you're driving. Nice deep breath in. Breath out. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. Bringing all parts of yourself, your thoughts, your feelings, your beliefs, your attention, your physical being to this present moment. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Breathing yourself open to receive new insights, to receive new wisdom, new ideas to ponder. She talks about there being an empowerment of a new energy and direction. An empowerment of a new energy and direction. We have a new pope, a new world leader, whether you're Catholic or not, a new world leader, a new thought influencer, a new, and from what I'm reading and people are telling me, someone who comes very much from the tradition of we are all one, and that which you do to the least of my brothers, that you do unto me. We'll see. We shall see. Breathe in. Breathe out. And she talks about most of us, but she's talking about Jesus in particular, not making any pretension about the struggles on his path, that he didn't always know what he was doing. Welcome to humanity, right? When we're in a human form, that is part of the process. We're here to learn. By definition, then, there's stuff we don't know, right? This is the state of our being. There's stuff we don't know. What if instead of thinking that meant there was something wrong with us, we saw that as exactly how it is to be? I don't know this. Therefore, I need to go forth and learn about it. I need to understand it. I need to humble myself and bring myself to the table of learning in a humble way to figure this out as best I can. And maybe there's some things I'm not going to figure out, or at least not in this lifetime. How cool is that? Breathe. The model being that his life was a life of trust and creative tension. Breathe in. Breathe out. What if our mystical life isn't rainbows and bells and unicorns and all the stuff we put on that? What if our mystical life is the struggle to understand, the struggle to learn, the struggle to be fully human and fully divine? What if that's what we're here on this earth walk for? The struggle. She says, we humans experience having our faith shaken. I was describing it to someone the other day as it felt like someone has reached through me, grabbed my spinal cord and went like this. Shaken, shook up, right? And that this whole thing is meant to be destabilizing. Being willing to be uncomfortable puts us squarely in our growth plane. When we stay in the comfort zone, when we are complacent, we are not growing. We're not growing. We need that growth edge of discomfort, of I don't know what the hell I'm doing, of now what? That's where the good stuff is happening. That's where the good stuff is happening. So allow us to be there, right? Breathe in. Breathe out. We need another one there. Breathe in. Breathe out. She says, resurrection is the invasion of the present by the power of what is yet to come. So again, destabilizing, stirring up our ho-hum existence. Hey, wait a minute. There's more for you to look at here. There's more for you to think about. There's more for you to feel. There's the edge of discomfort you need to be walking. Wake up, wake up. So here's the ending piece that I think is so powerful. So live by the power of love alone. Live by the power of love alone. It doesn't say live by judgment of others. It doesn't say live by isolating yourself. Live by the power of love alone. So, hands rubbed together over your heart, energizing your beautiful heart with love. Your hands receiving that love from your heart, like it's cracking open, and the light's getting in and the light's getting out. As the title of the book by Rebecca Campbell says, light is the new black. Breathing in, breathing out, rubbing the hands together again, and sending it out. And you can choose some specific people, places, situations to send it to, or you can just send it out there knowing it will arrive in divine right timing and divine right order, exactly where it's most needed. So receiving love and giving love. There's 7 of you on here with me. So that's 8 of us. My favorite number, 8. Sending and receiving love. And once again, bringing it home. You can do this at any time. You can be driving in your car. Put a hand up. Start sending some love. Maybe you see someone who's experiencing being unhoused with their little cardboard sign. Send them love. Send them love. Maybe you see somebody, it's a bunch of kids on a playground. Send them love. Maybe you see a body of water. Send it love. Those of you around the Great Lakes, I'm pretty close. Send it love. Blessing the water, blessing the earth, which is about to go back into its phase of providing us with abundance. Appreciating that. Sending love to Mother Earth. So, that is our card for today. Let me show you again. Guardians of the land protection. Let us be guardians of the land. Let us assist the others who are guardians of the land. Breathe in. Breathe out. Have an awesome Friday. We'll see you again tomorrow. Those of you who are in the Appleton area, if you want to pop over to the rummage sale and say hi, that would be awesome. 1821 West Wisconsin Avenue in Appleton. Yep. Bring a truck. We have lots of stuff. And remember, you are capable of far more than you think you are. Bye-bye. We'll see you tomorrow.